Welcome back, dear students. Let's continue with today's session. Today we are going to continue with the exercise 7.3 of chapter triangles, and this today's session will be the last session of this chapter. That will be the end of the chapter. So in the last session I explained you question number 2 and I gave you question number 1 to try. In today's session, let's go for the next questions, that is question number 3, 4 and 5 of this exercise. So to begin with, let's see what's question number 3. It's given the two sides AB, BC and median AM of triangle ABC. Okay, which sides? You can see side AB, BC and median AM. Okay, these three, this is the median. Okay, what is the meaning of median? Median is the line joining the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. This AM is median here. What is the property of a median? Median divides the opposite side into two equal parts. Okay, keep this in mind. So it's given that AB is equals to PQ, BC is equals to QR, and median AM is equals to median PN. These all things are given in the question. We have to prove that triangle ABM, this triangle, is congruent to triangle PQN. Okay, but for proving these two triangles congruent, I need BM is equals to QN. It's given that BC is equals to QR. Okay, BC is equals to QR is given in the question. BC is equal and QR are equal. But to prove ABM congruent to PQN, I don't require BC complete side. Okay, I need just BM. What to do? How to get BM is equals to QN? Let's have a look at that. First we'll write what's given in the question. These are given things in the question, and AM is the median of triangle ABC. So as AM is median, I can say BM is equals to MC is equals to half of BC. Yes, when I say suppose if I draw a line segment of say 10 centimeter, if I divide it into two equal parts, okay, then I can say this part is 5 and this part is also 5. Okay, so I can say this part is half of whole or not. Yes, this part A is half of the whole, and part B is also half of the whole. So the same thing we are doing here. I am saying that AM is, you can see here, AM is the median of triangle ABC. So BM is equals to CM is equals to half of BC. Okay, BM is equals to CM is equals to half of the whole BC. In the same way, for the other triangle PQR, I can say PN is the median. As PN is the median, I can say QN is equals to NR is equals to half of QR. Okay, so this is the property of median with which we have written these two steps. Now let's proceed to prove ABM is congruent to PQN. I'll write BC, since we have BC is equals to QR already given in the question. BC is equals to QR. Then I'll multiply half on both the sides, because half of equals is again equal. Okay, half of equals is again equal, so I can multiply by half on both the sides. The half of BC I'll take as BM and half of QR I'll take as QN. So finally I have got BM is equals to QN, which I needed to prove these two triangles are congruent, this one and this one. Now let's see how we can prove these two triangles are congruent. Now we'll begin in triangle ABM and PQN. In this triangle ABM and triangle PQN, let's see what are the equal parts. So first I can say AB is equals to PQ, okay. Then I can say AM is equals to PN, yeah. Then I can say BM is equals to QN, which I proved just now from 4, okay, from equation number 4, not 6. So therefore I can say that these two triangles ABM and PQN are congruent by SSS congruency rule. When these two triangles become congruent, what do you say about these two angles, angle B and angle Q? Will they be equal or not? Yes, they'll be equal. So let's use this in the next concept, in the next bit. So in the second bit we have to prove, second bit of the same question, we have to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, okay. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. For that I'll use the CPCT, which I got just now. Angle B is equals to angle Q, which we got just now. So we'll use that CPCT, corresponding part of congruent triangles. Now let's prove these two triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC, ABC means the whole triangle, is congruent to triangle PQR. We have to prove now. So for that I'll take AB is equals to PQ, which is already given. Then angle B is equals to angle Q, which we just now proved it, okay, which we got by CPCT. Then BC is equals to QR. This BC is equals to QR is already given in the question. So therefore these two triangles are congruent by SAS congruency rule. So this is the way we can do question number 3. Then question number 4 is quite similar to the previous exercise question. Hope you all remember this figure. So you have to try this by looking at the steps, okay. So we will do this by RHS congruency rule. So you can see how to prove that. Then going to the next question now, last question of this exercise and the last exercise of this chapter. ABC is an isosceles triangle with AB is equals to AC. So everybody knows what is an isosceles triangle, triangle in which any two sides are equal. So here AB is equals to AC is given. So he's asking you to draw a perpendicular AP perpendicular to BC, okay. AP is perpendicular to BC. So perpendicular means it will be 90 degrees each. This angle will be 90 degrees each, okay. We have to show that B is equals to C. So which property we can use here? How we can prove these two triangles are congruent now? We know AB is equals to AC, okay. We also know that these two angles are equal to 90 degree, and this is the common part. So which rule I can use here? Yes, I can use right hypotenuse side RHS rule here, okay. And I can prove these two triangles are congruent. Then I can say angle B is equals to angle C by CPCT. Let's write the steps now. Let's write what's given in triangle ABC. AB is equals to AC. AP is perpendicular to BC, so this APB will be equals to APC. That will be equals to 90 degrees. We have to prove that B equals to C. So let's write the steps to prove it. In triangle ABP and ACP, I can write APB is equals to APC is equals to 90 degrees each, yes, because it's perpendicular. Then I can write AB is equals to AC as it is given, yeah. Then I can write AP is equals to AP, which is common part. So we can say that these two triangles are congruent by RHS, right hypotenuse side congruency rule. So now I can say angle B is equals to angle C, which what are angle B and C? CPCT parts, corresponding parts of congruent triangles, hence it is proved. So this is the end of the chapter triangle, okay. Complete your classworks and submit me for evaluation so that I can give you the marks of the classwork. Thank you.